Hey everyone, Linus here. Today we're diving into a hot topic that's got the internet buzzing, Chrome extensions, and the changes shaking things up. You see, Google recently rolled out something called Manifest v3, and it's causing quite a stir. Many popular extensions we rely on daily, like ad blockers and privacy tools, are suddenly on the fritz. Some extensions have stopped working altogether, while others are experiencing weird glitches or missing features. It's a confusing time for users who depend on these extensions to enhance their browsing experience. But don't worry, we're here to break it all down for you. We'll explain what Manifest v3 is, why Google made these changes, and most importantly, what it means for you and your favorite Chrome extensions. So what exactly is Manifest v3? In simple terms, it's like a new set of rules that Google has introduced for Chrome extensions. These rules are designed to change the way extensions operate within the browser. These rules dictate how extensions are built, what they can access, and how they interact with your browser. Essentially, it's a framework that developers must follow to ensure their extensions are compliant. Google claims that Manifest v3 is all about improving security and privacy for users. They believe that by implementing these new guidelines, they can better protect users from potential threats. They argue that the previous system had vulnerabilities that could be exploited by malicious actors. These vulnerabilities pose significant risks to user data and overall browser security. By tightening the reins on extensions, Google aims to create a safer browsing environment for everyone. This means fewer chances for malicious extensions to cause harm. However, many developers and users are skeptical about Google's true motivations. They question whether these changes are genuinely for user benefit, or if there are other underlying reasons. Some argue that Manifest v3 is actually a way for Google to gain more control over the extension ecosystem and limit the effectiveness of ad blockers, which directly impact Google's revenue stream. This has led to a lot of debates and discussions within the tech community. It's a complex issue with valid arguments on both sides. While security and privacy are crucial, the potential for increased control and reduced functionality of certain extensions cannot be ignored. Now let's talk about some real-world examples of how Manifest v3 is impacting popular extensions. One of the most notable casualties is uBlock Origin, a beloved ad blocker used by millions worldwide. uBlock Origin relied heavily on features that were restricted or removed entirely in Manifest v3. As a result, the extension was rendered largely ineffective, leaving many users frustrated and searching for alternatives. The developers of uBlock Origin have been vocal in their criticism of Manifest v3, arguing that it severely limits their ability to provide users with the level of protection they expect. While a stripped-down version of uBlock Origin compatible with Manifest v3 does exist, it lacks many of the features that made the original so powerful. Section 4. Adblock adapts, a different approach. In contrast to uBlock Origin's struggles, another popular ad blocker, AdBlock, took a different approach. Anticipating the changes brought by Manifest v3, AdBlock began adapting its extension well in advance. While this meant making some compromises, such as reducing the number of filter lists supported and removing certain features, AdBlock was able to remain largely functional under the new rules. This highlights the difficult choices developers face in light of Manifest v3. Do they prioritize full functionality and risk incompatibility, or do they make concessions to comply with the new rules, even if it means sacrificing some features? There's no easy answer, and the best approach likely varies depending on the specific extension and its target audience. Section 5. What can users do? Taking control of your extensions. So, with all these changes happening, what can you, the user, do? First and foremost, don't panic. It's important to stay calm and approach the situation methodically. While the situation might seem daunting, there are steps you can take to manage your extensions and ensure you maintain a smooth browsing experience. Start by checking your Chrome extensions page to see which ones are affected by Manifest v3. This will give you a clear idea of what needs attention. Some extensions might require updating to a newer version, which can often resolve compatibility issues, while others might have a toggle to enable or disable Manifest v3 compatibility. Make sure to explore these options in your settings. If your favorite extension is no longer working as expected, don't get frustrated. Don't hesitate to reach out to the developer directly. They can often provide updates or workarounds. They're often the best source of information and can provide guidance on how to proceed. Developers are usually very responsive to user feedback. You can also explore alternative extensions that offer similar functionality but are fully compatible with Manifest v3. This way, you can continue to enjoy a seamless browsing experience. Section 6. Developers fight back. Navigating the Manifest v3 landscape. On the developer side, the transition to Manifest v3 has been a challenging but necessary one. Developers are having to rethink their approach to extension development, finding creative ways to deliver functionality within the confines of the new rules. Some developers are exploring alternative technologies, such as Web Extensions Experiments API, which offers more flexibility but is still under development. Others are collaborating to create open-source libraries and tools that simplify the process of building Manifest v3 compliant extensions. The good news is that the developer community is resilient and resourceful. As with any major platform change, there will be an adjustment period, but developers are already finding innovative solutions to ensure their extensions remain relevant and valuable to users. Section 7. The future of extensions. A new era on the horizon? So, what does the future hold for Chrome extensions? As we stand on the brink of a new era, the possibilities seem endless. While it's difficult to say for certain, one thing is clear: the landscape is changing. The evolution of technology is relentless, and Chrome extensions are no exception. Manifest v3 is here to stay, and developers and users alike will need to adapt to this new reality. This adaptation will require learning new skills and embracing new tools. Some argue that Manifest v3 will ultimately lead to a more secure and private browsing experience for everyone. Enhanced security features could protect users from emerging threats. Others fear that it will stifle innovation and give Google too much control over the extension ecosystem. This concern is not unfounded, as control can sometimes lead to monopolistic practices. Only time will tell what the long-term implications of Manifest v3 will be. The future is uncertain, but it is also full of potential. One thing's for sure though, the conversation around Manifest v3 is far from over. Debates and discussions will continue as the community seeks to find a balance. As users, it's important to stay informed about these changes and make our voices heard. Knowledge is power, and staying updated can help us navigate this evolving landscape. By supporting responsible developers and advocating for our right to customize our browsing experience, we can help shape the future of Chrome extensions for the better. Together, we can ensure that this new era benefits everyone.